Hello friends, welcome to our channel Snails. Today I am going to show you how to I make that design. That is the peacock feather design. The entire that is the half hand. The entire hand fully cover the peacock feather, but there is no peacock. I am not designed. Only peacock feather only I am designed here. Firstly, I am designing border because border is very much important each and every design. If you are doing any design, you must given border because you don't given any border, it's definitely the design look incomplete. So border is very much important, and that is the half sleeve. I decided I just given half and half inch border, and above that border I am just given making arch, and the entire space I filled with the feather. In this border I am just given sugar bead and antique bead. Two layer of I am making sugar bead layer and antique bead layer. That is the only half inch I am designed. So first two layer I am given sugar bead and antique bead. Again next also I am given to the sugar bead and antique bead. And already I told you, if I am using any kind of big size bead like antique bead, I am only given one stitch after I given one bead, because if you are given more than one bead, it's given very unfinished look, because you are looking in that frame, it's good, but after removing that frame it's definitely given loose stitches, so it's given not good finishing. So I always given a tip of each and every beginner should followed given one stitch after one bead. If you are using sugar bead, more than two bead is enough. If you are using more than two bead, it's definitely given loose stitches after removing that frame. One bead and two bead is good for that stitching each and every stitches. And after completed that each and every stitches, you must put the end knot. End knot is very much important. If you are a beginner, you are not given stitches, the putting the end knot, it's definitely it's collapsed the entire design. If one place is having the space, you are not given stitches, that entire design is definitely falling down. Each and every bead is falling down. So beginner, be careful to given the end knot. You two times you check it, you are clearly putting the end knot, then you do the next work. After completed sugar bead and antique bead layer, next layer I am given one golden colored tube bead and one sugar bead. Each and every places I am given to the individual stitches, and that tube bead look like the matchstick. I already told you the design center place having the arch shape, so I want to make a arch shape, so I taken template, arch shape template. That template taken from chart paper, that is the 3.5 inch measurement. I taken that template. That sleeve design is 6 inch, so I half of the design sleeve I make this arch shape, and each and every both side I need a equal space, equal shape I needed. So I taken template. If I am not using template, I using normal hand, free handly I am draw design, it's definitely having shapeless. Next I am taking the curve shape template. The measurement is 1.5 inch, both side, all the side I am taking 1.5 inch. First I taken a square shape box, and the edge of that square I given to the curve and cut it that design. So I got that curve shape design, and that curve shape design give the feathers, peacock feathers look. And if you are look like that, some places having the half curve, I fold it that curve shape template and then draw it. And first after completed that first layer, next layer the two curve merged one place, the center place I draw the next design, because then only I gotten the feather design. So each and every places I followed that same method. After completed that entire sleeve, then look like the peacock feather. You just show that how to I draw that design. You same method you followed, you easy to curve the that shape, and the beginner are easy to understand. I then only I given the explanation, fully explanation of the peacock feather design, and you will try that method in your design. After completed that entire drawing, next I am going to designing the arch shape. That arch shape, what I followed the border design, same design I followed the arch shape, because I need a continuity of that design. So arch shape I followed the same of border design. First I start with the sugar bead and antique bead, but that arch shape I'm using the matchstick design. I'm already told you one tube bead and a sugar bead I am given to the end of the border design. Here the starting of the arch shape I am given to the tube bead and the sugar bead. After completed that one side of the arch design, next I am starting from the design, the starting point of that place. Then only I got in correct shape. If I am starting a design from bottom of that arch shape, I am definitely gotten not good shape. So I am always suggested, you are trying any arch shape, you starting a design from opposite side of the starting point. And if you have a curve shape of arch, you definitely given full focus of that curve shape, because curve shape is very much important of that arch. Here I forgotten one thing, that arch shape design I given to each and every golden color tube bead in cross line. Cross line look very good look. If you are given straight line, it's look very not good finishing. So here you must using the cross line stitches. After completed that tube bead layer, next what I followed the border design, same sugar bead and antique bead layer I'm given to that arch shape. So many times I told you, if I am using any kind of antique bead or big size bead, I am always given one bead after I given stitches. You must follow that instruction, because if you are beginner, you are doing first time that kind of design, you make a mistake. I am already make that kind of mistake, so many time I told that thing, because you don't make a mistake. Beginner, if you are make any mistake, is more difficult to correct that mistake, and you are disappointed to the starting point of learning Aari. The very much patient to wait to learn the Aari is very much important. So many times I told that you are using any kind of sugar bead or antique bead, you given to the correct stitches. In center place I have given one tilak stone. That tilak stone having the stitching space, bottom and top place having the stitching spaces is there in this tilak stone. So bottom and top I stitched that tilak stone. That place I am not using the fabric glue, because I am already told you having the tilak stone having the stitching space. I am not showing to how to I stitch that tilak stone before that video. Here I show you how to I stitch that tilak stone. In around that tilak stone I am given to the sugar bead and small size antique bead. That entire design I am decided I only given to the sugar bead and antique bead, because it's easy for beginner understanding that each and every stitches. In very beginning of designing any kind of design, the beginner don't know how much material is needed for that design. I'm just instruct you how much material I'm using that entire design. In very beginning, the beginner don't know how much material is needed for that design. I'm just tell you that entire design I'm using only one bunch of antique bead only I'm using here. One bunch means 1 dozen. 12 lines of antique bead only I am using. You also follow that taken that instruction, and 150 gram of sugar bead only I am using here, and 20 grams of tube bead I am using. If you want that material instruction, I am given to the description box. You check in that material instruction to the description box. After completed that tilak design, below that tilak design having the space, so I decided both side I filled the flower. So I am just given to the center place one antique bead, small size antique bead I given. Around that antique bead I am given to the grain bead and sugar bead. So it's look like in the flower design. You just followed what kind of stitches I given to that flower design to making for flower design, and you try your own way. Here the making of flower I am using the crane bead, that is the optional. The material is full of our choice, So what design you have, you can use that material. After completed that flower design, in between the gap, a lot of gap is there, so I filled with that gap in water filling stitches. In water filling stitches, I am using the silk thread, that is the self color. What the fabric color, the same color silk thread I am taking here, and each and every places I given to the very small stitches of water filling stitches, so that places there is no gap is there, so I filled that entire gap places with water filling stitches. You are making any kind of design, the design having the space, you don't want space, you definitely using the water filling stitches for filling each and every spaces. In Aari embroidery, the water filling stitches is filling purpose only, using for water filling stitches. It gives very good look of that design. It's given to the embossed look of that design, because the fabric, the empty space, but you are filled with the some silk thread, so it's definitely given to the very embossed look of that design. You definitely try that water filling design in any kind of you are making design. Next, I given to the sugar bead, I given randomly given to the sugar bead each and every places, it's given to the extra embossed look of that design, so each and every places I given to the one sugar bead. After completed that entire arch design, next I am going to design the curve shape. Curve shape design I am entirely given to the sugar bead. Sugar bead, it's having given to the shape, so that sugar bead adapt the that curve shape. So first layer I given to the sugar bead. I am already told you, if I am using sugar bead, I am 2 bead after I given to the stitches. You definitely followed that stitches also. And next place I am given to the antique bead. I am already told you that design, entire design I am only using the sugar bead and antique bead. You just to show you, each and every boxes look like the peacock feather, so that curve shapers is given to the peacock feathers look, so that the reason only I am using the curve shape template. You also try that curve shape template, definitely you got an peacock feather design exactly. You focus on the merging point of each and every curve. That curve place I am given to the one antique bead, because after antique bead I given to the one stitches and then turn to the needle and taken given to the one stitches, then that is given to the sharp of that places, so you got an exact shape of peacock feather. So you must follow that tip. In this feather design, I am given to the 3 layer of beads. First layer I given to the sugar bead, and next layer I given to the antique bead, and again I am given to the sugar bead. So you also followed that 3 lines, and you also alternatively using any kind of material that places, you definitely gotten good shape of peacock feather. After completed that entire peacock design, in center part I given to the golden color tilak stone. For sticking tilak stone, here I am given to the fabric glue, and around the tilak stone I am given to the sugar bead line. After completed that bead line, next I am going to design the each and every peacock feather. That peacock feather I decided to the 3 colors. One is the golden color, self color and green color. I am alternatively given to the each and every color feathers. That feathers I am given to the feather stitches. It's also called the short and long stitches. That stitches how to given, I am never given to the tutorial of that feather stitches. Firstly I given stitches around the tilak stone. Next I am given to the stitches, first I given to the very short stitches, and next I given to the long stitches. That long stitches you already know that the buttonhole stitches. The long stitches I given to the buttonhole stitches, so it's given to the feather look. And first I want to share something. If you are using any kind of feather stitches, you start from the center point, then only you got an correct shape, and it's filled with the entire places also. And if you are a beginner, you are trying silk thread first time, is more difficult to handle silk thread. So beginner, first try this design with zari thread. Next you will try that silk thread. You are easy to stitch it that design. And if you are felt this video is useful, then subscribe my channel. This video is helpful to your friend. Please share this video to your friend. And thanks for watching my video till the end.